Lamb rack. That's a good name for a strong boy. This is my son, Lamb rack. Now, bought this from Costco, and it's getting on an age or past the date for the sell-by. So I gotta cook them, and I was gonna sous vide them. I like to sous vide my legs, sous vide the lamb. But I kind of want to cook them today, and I don't feel like getting that up to temperature and waiting, so let's open it up, and we will cast iron pans here. Now, I don't have my actual cast iron pan, the one that I grew up with and love, my 18-inch or 16-inch. These are little cast iron pans, little. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? And I would make this with the guests, but there's no one coming. No one's coming, but I have to cook them today. I'm not going to freeze them after they've been out this long. Am I going to get 3 in there? I may have to do this in batches. May have to do it in batches. We'll know more in a bit. Australia. How do we open this? Jesus God. Do it over the sink if you can. Don't like pull up on the scissor and stab it in your eye with raw like lamb juice on it. That's a good way to get superpowers. Lamb man. Don't know what your powers are. God. There we go. I'm just gonna run the water before my hands get covered in dead thing. Which is what this is. This is literally dead thing. Oh, there's some sharp stuff in there. We're gonna rinse off our lamb, which smells like lamb. Make sure you don't leave any of the plastic on the bones, or you'll cook with it. It'll be terrifying. Now, I've cooked lamb before. Where did I put the cutting board? There it is. I'm always going to cut it first, then season, and I'm going to wash my hands fully and make sure nothing falls down the drain. Oh. Oh. There's nothing like the smell of lamb. That's a bad thing, by the way. Interesting. This is how cooking videos should be. Lots of hand washing. Lots of hand washing. All day. Now, probably gonna cut. You have two choices. You could try to be perfect between the meat or hug a bone. I'm probably gonna hug the bone. Did you know? Smell it. It's literally raw lamb. You can't have that. Although lamb and rice is one of the favorite cat flavors. Oh, don't do that. That was amazingly special. Don't do that. Butchering with Zios. It's down. Remember, the most dangerous knife you could own is a dull one. The harder you have to push, the more forces you're putting on a knife, the more there's a chance of something's going to fuck up. Nice, sharp ass knife is the safest knife. Because you just push, you give no pressure and it just falls down through whatever you're cutting. Of course, I've hit like, what have I hit? The other end of the bone. My poor Canadian, the one you've seen in a video, his knife situation was appalling. You can't eat raw lamb. It's like, I'll fucking tell you what I could eat. I could hear her. She speaks like a goddamn Black Panther from the 70s. Super jive when I hear her talk in my head. All right. Back of the hand. Now, I'm not a fan of like trimming the fat off of things, as my scale will tell you. But we do have to season. Season. Cooling rack. Foil. I should have my big foil. Big foil is expensive. Don't waste the big foil. By the way, never start cooking when you're hungry. I'm fucking starving. I'm hoping the camera allows me to, get potatoes and cream corn going as well at some point. All right, what do I have to touch? So here, clean hands. Something's gonna touch meat, and everything else has got to touch spices. So we'll go with a lefty. Kosher salt. Why kosher? Because the chunks are bigger and they stick to things better. Now this is not the only spice we're gonna put on here. We're gonna go moderately nuts because lamb. Lamb has a funky, gamey taste usually, and it's going to remain funky and gamey unless you are awesome and sous vide it, which I can't do today. Lay these out here. You'll know how much to put. And you can splash them with a little bit of olive oil if it's not sticking. This is pretty moist. All right. Next thing, I have the Italian herb grinder, actually pepper. See, now we're back to I need to use 2 hands for this, and I can't. Soapy sponge. All right. Pepper. Rotate all the things. Rotate. And you know what? We'll just, for consistency's sake, we'll put this here. I should have them all in one direction. We'll do that after the pepper, I think. Pepper pots. Now the Italian seasoning grinder, which is nearly empty. And yes, you're supposed to use rosemary and thyme and all these crazy, wonderful... What size is this on? Oh, God. It's on basically do not grind and just fall out. Let's fix that. There we go. Rotate. And the fat on, obviously the fat back here is not going to be even edible. All the time. Clean your hands. I don't know how they do it. I guess you need a sous chef. Gotta hire me as a sous chef. Now what else do I want to add to this? Do I want to keep it simple? Do I want to make it hurt? Onion powder. I'm not going to add garlic powder because I'm actually going to get some garlic cloves and put them in the cast iron. 4. That's a really fat one. That one's going to take... I'm going to have to probably get these going in the pan and then finish them in the oven also. So when I start cooking, I'll preheat the oven. And this rack, I mean, I'll just put them back on this rack and keep them in the oven. Turmeric, no. Spices, actual spice, like pepper sauce, maybe. By the way, that stuff's excellent. Some soy, splash some soy on there. Why am I splashing soy? What are you doing with Italian seasoning and soy? Shut up. I'm sure it'll be delicious. The old standby. Rub in your soy just a little bit. How's playing what? It's terrible. At some point I'm gonna have to stop this. Switch to actually heat. I'll heat the pans up. We'll get them as hot as rocket ships. Oh God. Oh yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Which I don't know why I'm rinsing my hand off, because I'm gonna do that. One side, now two sides. Yes, play with your food, god damn it. It died for you. This thing lived and now it's dead. Alright, so let's move back over here. You'll wait. Turntable. Turntable. Not helping me cook. If I choose to edit this, I would edit it right here. If I don't stop and I could finish these in 17 minutes, I don't have to edit anything. I could upload straight from the camera. Good luck with that. What? Poop. I have 2 large burners. If I want to have mashed potatoes with it, I have to measure that out. Let me get things set up. No. Let me teach you all a little trick about garlic. Alright? I don't remember who, if it was Alton Brown or whoever, but you could use minced garlic, but you get the cloves. Drop the cloves into a pot. Drop off the excess thing. I want lots of garlic. Lots of garlic. There's like... well, that one's nasty. Hold on. That one can go... so what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little baby one. I got some more up here. Let's just use all my garlic. Break it up into individual pieces. Now, you know how you have to peel garlic? And everyone fucking hates peeling garlic? That's fine. That's getting nice and hot. Unpeeled garlic. Peeled garlic. Yeah, you saw it all right, boys and girls. Now you could do this with a smaller pot. Doesn't have to be glass lid. It's just stuck to that one. But I just peeled all those cloves of garlic. If I could teach anybody anything, just that. It's the greatest fucking thing ever. Now you have to clean out your pot because it's full of garlic skin. These are going in whole, so it doesn't make a difference. I remember the first time someone told me about that, I was like, you're high. Look at the peeled garlic. Alright, now I've got this on rocket kill, and I've got this on less than rocket kill, and the oven is... here's the problem with my stove. If I put the stove on and 3 burners, it'll kill the power. So I've got to abandon one of these. That should be hot enough. And now I can go bake 200. God, there's a lot of smoke. Come on. Start. 250. Start. Now, I didn't put any olive oil in there or anything. We'll get to that. Actually, the handle isn't hot yet. Here's my garlic. Put you in this one. Yeah. You're gonna burn off immediately, oil? That's 3. 1, 2, 3. And I've seen online they put rosemary in here with it, and I just don't have any rosemary. Oh yeah. Oh, everything's good. This is all good stuff. This is why you don't put a projector in your kitchen. If that was running right now, I'd freak out. It's not running, it's not filling the filters up with grease and smoke. You can't cook and run the projector. That's a thing. Zio's house rules, number, I don't know. I don't really have any rules. Getting there. Getting there. Lift it up. Get that off. Remember, can't have them all at the same time. That's much hotter than that is. Tongs. Quality tongs. Oh, since we are oh yeah, that's as far as we want to go with that. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, these are gently being massaged up to temperature. That was too hot, and this was too cold. This is real cooking, people. You're gonna do it wrong. That's why you have 2 options. That's a thick one at least. This thin one might come out like right now. The big ones won't care if you attack them as hard. Flop. Big ones. I hear music, don't you? Like you're dancing. Oh, there's a real light. Don't push down. If you see someone making you a hamburger and they're pressing the hamburger down, fire that person. Or hit them. When you press a hamburger, all you do is lose juice. I'm not making hamburgers now, that doesn't matter, but shut up. Take my wisdom as it comes. They're nice and light. Want a little more color on these. That's cooked pretty much. Use your crotch in all the action. Done. I'm trying not to drip all over your stove and kitchen and everything else. How long in the oven? I have no idea. I have a sixth sense for these things. I could just sort of feel it. I'm actually going to lie that one on its back in a bit too. Hotter. Still hotter there. Even though that's on 9 and that's on the heavier pan, maybe? Actually, that's a pretty thick, heavy lid. That's a thin one. And again, I cut them inconsistent. Was that on purpose? I don't know. Maybe. Can't pick up garlic with that. Oh yeah. Angrily cooking that. And the last, fattest, biggest one gets some extra attention. Hot. Some heat there, right? On that part. Oh. Yeah, that can go off. Don't throw that in a cold sink, by the way. I'd cover it, but that's the cover. Alright. Yes. In there. We're still preheating. Off, off, off. There's a lot of nastiness happening right here. These garlic cloves. I'm making mashed potatoes. I don't know if this is going to be good. I don't know what I'm doing right now. That needs to cool the fuck off because it is smoky in here. Yeah, I know. What time is it? Oh, they're gone. Look in the mirror. Every cooking video needs the honest. God, stay. It's like I'm filming a horror movie. All right. Get a better grip on that where it's not going to burn me. God, the kitchen's a mess. Everything's a mess. Welcome to real life. All right, you're back on now. No, you're back on now. No, move you to the front where it's really hot. Put that back on now. I'll check back in, I don't know, I'm probably gonna give him 8-9 minutes in there on lower than 250, 200 even. Bake. 200. Start. The big one I will temperature probe, have it insta-read. But the little ones, they're pretty much done. I'm just keeping them warm until the other ones settle down. Be back. I'll switch knives entirely. Wow, that might need to be actually sharpened. Now, some people go away, some people go with. What you're doing is standing up the microscopic teeth that you can't see, so really it shouldn't make a difference if you go like that. My cousin does it like that. His is longer also. Buy one of these. Buy a Honer. These are the skinniest ones. I pulled a random selection of perfectly cooked lamb. And that's just fat, but it's gonna taste amazing. Why did I make so many if I'm eating alone? Well, my God, I'm good. Yeah, this is just a kinship I have with meat. Don't expect your results to be as spectacular. Oh. There's that. How did my seasoning work out? A little bit of spice. Getting a little bit of it. Very, very light hint of garlic. Jill's yelling. That is successful lamb. I would accept that in any restaurant. Now to pour that and some mashed potatoes and 2 of those on a plate. Make sweet love to it. All right, we're good. We're good.